lot of contact there. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Here's Beverly. No dice from the high post.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams.
The
fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Houston making some changes. Capella's checked in, and it's Motiejunas in for James Harden. Then for the Pacers, Mahinmi's checked in for Turner. Paul George comes in for C.J. Myers. And it's Anderson in for Monte Ellis. They've got Beasley. Jones is out there with Motiejunas. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Capella in at the 5. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Beverly. It's in!
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Seconds left in the game. Anderson outside. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm here with James Harden. Congratulations on the win, James. And what did it take for the team to make the push necessary to put yourselves in position to win tonight?
Just being aggressive. I told my guys on the court that we had to make a run, and it had to be a good one. Defensively, we did a pretty good job down the stretch. We got some shots to fall, and we came with the victory.
It was a decisive run, James. Thanks for the time. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan, James Harden. What'd you notice about his performance, Kenny?
That was the James Harden we've come to know and love. A player that brings nothing but fear to.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
I told you, Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
Ooh, it's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day.
coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Brooklyn, New York, as the Nets take it to the hardwood here at the Barclays Center. For the Pacers right now, they're focused on getting off to a good start to the road trip here. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
You know, during the course of a long season, one of the things that you really look forward to is that approaching All-Star break.
Now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And it's Anderson in for Hill. On the court for Indiana, Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Hill is out there with Turner. And it's Anderson in at the point guard.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Here's Sloan, defended by Anderson. With the teardrop, Turner with the steal. Anderson outside. In the corner, Stuckey with it. Shoots. Offensive rebound, Pacers. And George kicks to Hill. George gets a screen from Anderson. And George, here we go, lets the 3 fly. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Here's Sloan. He's covered by Anderson. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Kevin, here we can get a good look at Indiana and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. 5th in fast break points, 10th in steals, and for opponent scoring numbers, not so strong. Only in the top 20 in the league in that category. They leave a lot to be desired at the defensive end.
And going back to their fast break numbers, their athleticism enables them to play that breakneck speed. But it takes discipline as well to keep the pedal on the metal, and that sets them apart.
Here's Sloan. He's covered by Anderson. And Bogdanovich kicks to Sloan. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Hill. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Sloan. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Sloan's got his first 2 points.
Wow, I'm surprised he took that shot, but he has a huge size disadvantage in that matchup. But tremendous job to knock that one down. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the NBA. points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping young players? Group substitution here for Brooklyn. Henry Sims has checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Young. Bogdanovich has checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. We've got Thomas Robinson. He's out there with Henry Sims. Donald Sloan out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Outside for George. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. And that's now 7 points for Paul George.
You know, and Paul George played the first few years of his career in the NBA with 24 on his back. And as you can see, he now goes with 13 after making the switch prior to last year.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers did not have a great showing. He ended with 7 points and had active hands on the defensive side of things as well, coming up with some key steals. This has been a concern of his and the coaching staff lately, as he's hit a very rough patch and will be looking to turn things around in this one. Let's see if he does it, Kevin.
Great job, Doris, as always. Thank you. Well, not the kind of performance they count on, Greg, from him.
And that's the thing. I mean, they count on him heavily. When he fails to come through, then that's when you end up with a loss.
Sure thing. I mean, it's always going to be very difficult for them to pull out a win when he has the kind of game he did in that one, guys.
The first one falls. And with Paul George going with the number 13 now, as you can see, helps with his nickname, PG-13.
Yeah, that's a good nickname, a nice fit. Young Tracy, as he likes to go by on Twitter, he said himself that it was about embracing his stature and stardom in the league. Nice way to do it.
For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to Cleveland.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
Passes it to Kilpatrick. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Rodney Stuckey.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Can't get it to go. And Brooklyn will come the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
And over time, it looked like they were resigned to their fate. They kind of gave in. It's hard to come back when you get down like they were, and they just didn't seem to have enough fight to make a go of it.
Anderson outside. Got it up. He got it! Wow! He caught it!
My goodness. How about that one? A perfect finish to the half of them.